Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Anita Smith of Anita Smith Homes. Presenting.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you very much. Okay, so last week there was a bunch of questions that the question sheet that went around, and you guys asked some really great questions. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do my presentation from that. So here I go. So one of the questions was, how are you different from other realtors? It's a really great question because there's a ton of us out there. I am a relational realtor. That means that it doesn't matter about the transaction. It doesn't matter about the size of the home or the price of the home. It's about the client. How can I help them reach their goal? Let's see. I truly care about what's best for the client. I listen. My job doesn't finish when they're in their home. My job just begins because it's very important to me to stay connected. And that takes a lot of work. So the second question was thoughts on renting your current home while buying a new one. So there are a few things to consider on this. Okay, is your home low maintenance? Do you have a pool? Do you have a huge yard? Do you have lots of landscaping? Can you rent it out for the cost of your mortgage? Is it a big, large home? Is it a smaller home? So I believe that real estate gives you wealth. It is a great way it's a great vehicle for wealth, for retirement. So yes, I totally agree. I would highly encourage one of my clients to rent their home out and buy another one. There's a lot of underlining with that because a lot of people don't want to be landlords. But there's ways that you can still make money by renting your home, buying another one, and you don't have to deal with all the stuff, and you still have a profit every month. That's the key. You have to have profit, otherwise you're losing money. So yes, I definitely would encourage that. So what is the average cost of the homes in Santa Clarita Valley? Does anyone know? You want to take a guess? $649?
$649.
Good.
$625.
$625? Okay. $550? No.
This price is right.
He was close. $640,000. That is the average in the Santa Clarita Valley. In the state of California, does anyone want to kind of give a guess?
$550.
Good. $593,000. Okay. How about nationally? Let's look at the big picture.
130.
320, 100, close. Good. It is $227,000.
Can I move there?
Yeah. Yes, you can. And I know someone who can help you. So the cost of Santa Clarita is it's a tough market to get into, but it's a great market to get into, you guys. I cannot stress that enough. It is it's awesome town, right? Okay. How does the shortage of housing supply affect your business? Well, my business is affected by the low supply of homes in a way that it keeps me hustling, because there's nothing worse for me than having a viable buyer and there's no homes to show them or put them in. So I go out of my way, I knock on doors, I talk to a ton of other realtors. It's really great to have those connections. I go to businesses. I do a lot of legwork to find these homes for my clients. There's a lot of competition out there, and there's a little choice. So it's really key to be connected. I need some water. Is that okay? Thank you. So, any new trends in marketing your listings that you like? There are a few that are newish, and one of them is it's a one address website. That means if if I'm selling Patty's house, her address would be the website. So it is syndicated, over 5,000 syndications. That is a lot. Now that has to do with my company who has the in the marketing. So there's a ton, I mean, it goes internationally. So it is seen and shown a lot just through the internet. Also, Facebook ad targeting. That's a really big thing now. You target your audience. You do an algorithm of what is, who's looking to buy right now, but in that price range. You know, if I'm selling your house for $1 million, I don't want the $400,000 buyers, because they're not the ones that are gonna be buying that house. So it's very, very specific. How do you expect Newhall Ranch to impact you and SCV in general? All right, so I love this question. It's a great question. Everybody knows about Newhall Ranch, the new development that's gonna be, that they're breaking ground off the 126, yes. So it is in between Magic Mountain and Stevenson's Ranch. And they are building 5 villages. That's what they're calling them, Newhall Ranch villages. The first 3 that are coming out, well, let's talk about the first 3 they've kind of already slated. The first one is Mission Village. That one will have 351 single-story homes. But wait a minute, 3,000 multifamily homes. 2 of those sections or units, shall I say, will be for lower income. They're building elementary schools, they're building a library, a fire station, and it is, they're gonna have a ton of open space, because that's how the planned development of Valencia planned it. They want open space. Already? 2 minutes? Oh my gosh. Okay, buy or remodel. I love this question. Okay, so I would sit down with my client and say, okay, what are your goals? I have to define your goals before I can suggest whether you should buy or remodel. So, do you love where you live? Do you love your neighbors? Do you love, the location? Do you love everything around it? What's more cost effective? Can I rent your house for more than your mortgage? It's really important to know that. A lot of folks, what they do is they spruce up their house, they remodel to sell their home. Why don't you do that and love your home and enjoy your home, right? If you're gonna redo your bathroom, oh, the bathroom is really crappy, I'm gonna redo it and put it on the market. Redo it so that you can enjoy it and then put it on the market, right? So if you're thinking about buying or remodeling, it's really about what your goal is. Do you love where you live? If you remodeled, would you love this house even more? Would it be your dream house? So that's the question you have to ask yourself.
Second wrap up.
Okay, so what inspires me to keep going? I love to educate. I continue to say I am not a salesperson. I am an educator. I teach. I give you options. I show you things that, you know, you may have not thought of before. I want to sit down and tell you, look, these are your options. What's the best for you and your family? What are you going to do for you and your family? Ultimately, they make the decision. I just have a pretty good life. Yes. And so I want to teach others how to live the good life. So, Anita Smith Homes, helping families find their way home.